Ask, what is the true source of my peace? Where does my life really begin and end? Isha Kriya, offered freely by Sadhguru, is not just a meditation. It's an invitation to peel back the illusions of identity and experience the boundless space within. Simple, accessible, and astonishingly profound, this practice has quietly transformed millions of lives across the globe. At its core, Isha Kriya is rooted in a timeless truth. You are not the body. You are not the mind. It's this realization, not as an idea, but as a living experience that dissolves inner turmoil and restores clarity. Sadhguru has distilled this ancient knowing into a powerful 12 to 18-minute daily process, one that can be practiced by anyone, anywhere, regardless of background, belief, or previous experience. But what makes Isha Kriya truly special is its accessibility. Unlike other mystical practices that may require initiation or years of preparation, this is something you can begin immediately. All it asks of you is a quiet space, a little time, and a willingness to turn inward. Before beginning, preparation is key. Choose a time when your body is at ease, ideally on an empty stomach. Sit comfortably, spine erect, eyes gently closed. The environment should be still and free from distractions. This is not just about sitting in silence, it's about aligning the body and breath to open the doorway within. Many first-time practitioners report feeling lighter, more centered, and surprisingly still, even if their minds were restless just moments before. Over time, regular practice leads to a profound shift in how one experiences life. Stress reduces, emotional reactions soften, and a deep inner stability begins to emerge. What sets Isha Kriya apart from generic mindfulness techniques is the dimension of existential insight. Sadhguru designed this practice not merely to soothe the surface but to penetrate to the very heart of who you are. It's not about fixing your life, it's about understanding the illusion of your limitations. The name Isha means the source of creation. Kriya means internal action. Together, they form a bridge from the fragmented experience of individuality to the silent, expansive realm where existence simply is. This is why many say Isha Kriya doesn't just help them feel better, it wakes them up to the vastness of life, to the mystery of being, and to the freedom that lies in knowing, I am not the body, I am not even the mind. It is recommended to practice twice a day for 48 days or once a day for 90 days. A commitment that sets the energetic foundation for inner transformation. But even one sincere session can shift something fundamental within you. As with all sacred practices, it is the sincerity of approach that matters more than technique. Let the words guide you. Let your breath become the bridge. And let the silence between thoughts become your sanctuary. If you find your thoughts resisting, that's okay. Don't fight them. Let them rise and fall like waves. What remains always is you, the still presence behind them. And if you feel nothing at all in the beginning, don't be discouraged. The deeper truths often emerge not in fireworks, but in quiet, enduring shifts. Over days and weeks, you may begin to notice a different quality to your presence, lighter, freer, and more alive. Practicing Isha Kriya is like watering a seed. The tree doesn't appear overnight, but the potential is sown. What grows from within is no less than a doorway to the divine. Let this not be another thing you try and forget. Let this be the beginning of your inward journey into silence, space, and self-realization. You don't need to believe anything. Just sit, breathe, and allow. If something in this resonated with you, even a whisper, take a moment to share this with someone who may need it. And if you'd like more content that opens the door inward, you're welcome to quietly subscribe and stay close. Sometimes, one breath is all it takes to change everything.
Have you ever felt that there's something more to life? A deeper rhythm beneath the noise? A stillness beyond your thoughts? You're not alone. Many spiritual seekers across the world are rediscovering that truth through ancient yogic practices. Among these, Shambhavi Mahamudra stands out, not as just a technique, but as a profound doorway into inner transformation. Rooted in the timeless science of yoga and revived by mystic Sadhguru, Shambhavi Mahamudra has changed the lives of millions. But what is it that makes this practice so powerful? Why are so many reporting deeper clarity, emotional balance, heightened energy, and an unshakable sense of peace? Let's explore what Shambhavi really is, not the practice itself, but the spiritual dimension it unlocks, the sacred preparation it requires, and the inner shifts it makes possible. If you're someone seeking more than motivation, someone yearning for transformation, this journey is for you. At its core, Shambhavi Mahamudra is an energy-based process designed to bring harmony between your body, mind, emotions, and life energies. When practiced properly, it doesn't just relax you, it aligns you with the very geometry of the cosmos. Sadhguru describes it as a technology for inner well-being, an activation that allows your system to function like a finely tuned instrument. Just as a musician tunes a guitar before playing a beautiful melody, this process fine-tunes your being to experience the beauty of existence without distortion. But this isn't about belief or religion. In fact, it's entirely experiential. People from all backgrounds, engineers, doctors, artists, athletes, have discovered that when they commit to the practice, life simply starts working better. Stress reduces, sleep improves, reactions lessen, stillness deepens. The beauty of Shambhavi is that it's subtle. You may not feel fireworks in the beginning, but quietly, powerfully, something starts shifting. You become more awake to life, more aware of the space between thoughts, and more rooted in a natural joy that doesn't depend on outside circumstances. One of the most profound changes is the rise in perception. Your awareness no longer stays confined to your senses or logic. You begin to perceive life as it is, not as your mind interprets it. This is not magic, it's simply a refined state of inner balance and openness. But to truly receive what Shambhavi offers, you must approach it with the right mindset. It's not a quick fix. It's not a spiritual high. It's a discipline of devotion, a readiness to show up for yourself every day, even when the results aren't instant. Preparation. Before even learning Shambhavi Mahamudra, preparation is key. This is why programs like Inner Engineering exist, to purify your system and align your lifestyle so you can receive the process safely and powerfully. This preparation includes simple yoga practices, mindful eating, sitting in stillness, and aligning your day with nature's rhythms. These are not rules, they are invitations, ways to cleanse the clutter so you can experience the profound silence that lives within you. When you step into the practice after proper initiation, your body becomes a passage, your breath becomes a guide, and your awareness becomes a flame. It's not something you do, it becomes something you are. As Sadhguru often says, it's not about going somewhere, it's about arriving at yourself. Whether you're already initiated into Shambhavi or simply exploring its wisdom, remember this: you carry a limitless possibility within you. No outer success, no material achievement can compare to the joy of knowing your own inner nature. The journey of Shambhavi is not towards something outside. It is a return to your original state, a reawakening of what has always been there, waiting patiently in silence. You don't need to fix life. You only need to light up the presence within you. If this message resonates with you, and you're walking the spiritual path with sincerity, stay with us. We'll continue sharing insights, inspiration, and guidance that speak to your soul. And if you wish, you're welcome to subscribe, quietly, intentionally, so you never miss a step along your journey.
Have you ever felt like there's a deeper force within you, waiting, dormant, unseen? What if there was a way to touch that hidden energy? An ancient yogic process so profound that it stirs the very core of your being. This isn't just another meditation technique. This is Shakti Chalna Kriya, a sacred doorway into the realm of inner mastery as offered by Sadhguru. In the yogic tradition, Shakti is the primordial energy, the force behind all creation, existence, and transformation. Chalna means movement. Together, Shakti Chalna Kriya means the movement of the inner energy. This isn't about belief. This is a science, a method to gently activate and guide your energies upward, leading to clarity, vitality, and expanded awareness. But this path is not for the curious, it is for the committed. Unlike basic breathwork or casual mindfulness, Shakti Chalna is a powerful kriya taught only to those who have established a certain level of physical and energetic stability, particularly through prerequisites like Shambhavi Mahamudra. That's because the body and mind must be sufficiently prepared to handle the inner surge this practice can awaken. Sadhguru often says, you don't have to climb a mountain to know it. You can become still and let the mountain come to you. That's the beauty of advanced yogic practices. You're not chasing enlightenment, you're aligning with it. Shakti Chalna works not on your thoughts, but your energy system, your prana, your life force. This energy governs everything: how you think, how you feel, how your body functions. When it moves in the right direction, even the impossible seems possible. Practitioners of Shakti Chalna Kriya report heightened states of focus, deep inner silence, and often an unmistakable sense of expansion beyond the physical. It's like the borders of what you call you begin to dissolve. But let's be clear, this is not a technique you can pick up from a book or a YouTube video. Shakti Chalna Kriya is transmitted in person at advanced Isha programs like Shoonya Intensive and Samem. Before one is initiated, Sadhguru ensures that the individual is physically purified, mentally stable, and spiritually ready. To prepare, one must have a disciplined yoga foundation. Practices like Shoonya Kriya, Yogsanas, and Shambhavi Mahamudra must be well established. The body must be supple, the breath refined, the inner space silent. Why so much care? Because the Kriya works at the most subtle levels of the system. A misalignment here is not just a strain, it can derail your balance. That's why it is offered only under guidance, with reverence. Think of your energy like a dammed river. Most people go through life using just a trickle of it. Enough to survive, enough to stress. But Shakti Chalna gently opens the gates. It doesn't flood you, it flows through you, nourishing your inner landscape. And once that river starts to move with intention, everything changes. Your perception, your purpose, your presence, they all deepen. This Kriya isn't a quick fix. It's a long walk through the sacred halls of your own being. Over time, those who stay with the practice find themselves no longer reacting to life, but responding with grace. Emotional turbulence softens. Mental chatter dissolves. The seeker becomes a witness. Some say it feels like the body becomes just a shell, and what truly is, you, rises to the surface, pulsing with aliveness. It's not about escaping the world, but becoming intensely alive in it, with awareness, with purpose, with peace. If your journey has brought you to the doorway of inner exploration, perhaps it's time to step in deeper. Shakti Chalna Kriya is not a meditation. It's a possibility, a key that can unlock dimensions of life you've only sensed from afar. Let this video be an invitation, not just for curiosity, but for commitment. And if you find this path resonates with something ancient within you, know that you are not alone. Many are walking silently on this path, and perhaps, so are you. If this spoke to you, consider staying connected. There's more to explore, more to experience, and when you're ready, the path will appear.
What if true transformation doesn't come from doing more, but from doing absolutely nothing? In a world obsessed with action, Sadhguru introduces a powerful possibility: Shunya, a space where you don't act, don't think, don't strive. You simply exist. And in that stillness, something extraordinary begins to unfold. Shoonya meditation is one of the most profound practices offered by Sadhguru through the Isha Foundation. Shunya means emptiness, but not the kind of emptiness you feel when something's missing. Instead, it's a fullness that emerges when all the noise fades away. It's a state where you sit in absolute non doing, and yet, life begins to pulsate more vibrantly than ever. Shunya is not for the intellectually curious alone, it's for those who are genuinely seeking. You don't need a background in yoga or spirituality. All you need is a commitment to explore the deeper dimensions of your inner world and a willingness to unlearn. Scientifically, Shunya is a game changer. When practiced regularly, it can lower stress hormones, increase focus, improve sleep, and regulate your nervous system. But its deeper significance lies beyond science. Shunya realigns you with the very core of who you are, a state untouched by your thoughts, identities, or past. Preparation before practicing Shunya meditation. Shunya is not a standalone technique, it's offered only after you complete Sadhguru's inner engineering program. Why? Because it prepares the body and mind to handle subtler dimensions. Inner engineering equips you with Shambhavi Mahamudra, a foundational process that clears the path for deeper inner experiences like Shunya. Before Shunya, your body must be still and comfortable. Practice Hatha Yoga, especially practices taught in the Isha Hatha Yoga school. This strengthens the spine, calms the system, and builds stability. An empty stomach is essential, at least 4 hours gap after a meal. Shunya is best practiced in the early morning or evening, when the body is still and the mind more receptive. Don't approach Shunya with expectations. It's not about seeing lights, gaining powers, or getting somewhere. You're entering a space where you consciously stop doing, physically, mentally, and energetically. That space is where true yoga begins. How to practice Shunya meditation? The Shunya practice itself takes 15 minutes and is done in a cross-legged posture with eyes closed. It begins with a specific breathing technique to activate the energy system. This is taught during the Advanced Inner Engineering program. Once the preparatory breath is complete, you simply sit. And then, you don't focus. You don't chant. You don't visualize. You just remain alert, yet absolutely still. Physically, mentally, and energetically. This is non doing. Not even meditation as you know it, because even meditation is a kind of doing. Shunya goes beyond that. What happens in Shunya? You may notice thoughts arising. That's okay. You're not trying to suppress them. You're simply not fueling them. Over time, the distance between you and your mind grows. That space is Shunya. In that space, healing, clarity, and profound joy begin to emerge, not because you chased them, but because you got out of your own way. Once the 15 minutes are over, open your eyes slowly. Remain still for a moment. Let your system readjust. Over time, this stillness will spill into your day, not as passivity, but as a powerful inner stability. You'll act with clarity, not compulsion. In spiritual terms, Shunya is your doorway to boundlessness. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are life itself, limitless, eternal. Shunya is a taste of that truth. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about peeling away the noise and touching who you were before the world told you who to be. You may still go to work, deal with traffic, raise kids, or run a business. But something within you has changed. You are no longer reacting from memory. You're responding from stillness. You may speak less, yet what you say carries weight. You may do less, yet what you touch begins to bloom. People often ask, will Shunya fix my anxiety? Will it help my relationships? Will it improve my creativity? The answer is yes, not because that's the goal, but because when you begin to touch the source of who you are, everything else begins to align. Transformation is no longer effortful. It's inevitable. Shunya is not just a technique. It's a journey into the vast stillness within you. A stillness that holds the answers, the peace, and the clarity you've been seeking outside. If this message stirred something in you, perhaps it's time to go deeper. And if you'd like more meditative guidance like this space will always be here for you. Quiet, steady, and waiting.
Have you ever wondered how some yogis seem to effortlessly command their mind, emotions, and energy, diving deep into states of profound clarity and transformation? The secret lies in a powerful practice called samem, the ancient art of focused inner mastery that unlocks extraordinary dimensions of consciousness. Samem is a Sanskrit term meaning complete integration or perfect control. It's a meditative process that combines three fundamental steps: dharana, concentration; dhyana, meditation; and samadhi, deep absorption. When these three are practiced together with unwavering focus, they become samema, a unified act of inner stillness and insight. Unlike casual meditation where the mind wanders freely, samem is a deliberate, intense focusing inward that leads to heightened awareness and transformation of one's very being. In yogic philosophy, samem is considered a gateway to profound self-realization. It is said to cultivate the power to observe, understand, and eventually transcend the limitations of the mind and body. Through samem, a practitioner can explore the hidden layers of consciousness, revealing the true nature of the self, beyond thoughts, emotions, and even identity. It's not just about calming the mind, but about unlocking the inner wisdom that guides you effortlessly through life's challenges. The benefits of samema go far beyond ordinary relaxation. 1. Deep clarity. It sharpens your mental clarity and intuitive insight, helping you see life with fresh eyes. 2. Emotional balance. It helps dissolve inner turbulence, allowing peace to emerge even in difficult situations. 3. Increased willpower. The intense focus builds extraordinary discipline and determination. 4. Spiritual awakening. Over time, samyama can open doors to blissful states of consciousness, a sense of unity, and liberation from suffering. 5. Manifestation power. It is believed that through samyama, one can influence the subtle energies around them and create lasting positive change in life. Samyama is not something to rush or force. It requires patience, consistent effort, and the right inner attitude. The first step is cultivating dharana, steady concentration on a chosen object, sound, or inner experience. As concentration deepens, dhyana arises naturally, a flow state of meditation where the mind becomes absorbed in the chosen focus. Eventually, this leads to samadhi, a state where the meditator and the object of meditation merge, and only pure awareness remains. Practitioners are encouraged to approach samyama with humility and openness, allowing the process to unfold organically without striving or attachment to results. While samyama is an ancient yogic practice, its principles are profoundly relevant today. In a world full of distractions and noise, learning to hold your focus and dive deep within is a superpower. It can help you navigate stress, enhance creativity, and connect with your deeper purpose. Even short, daily moments of focused meditation inspired by samyama can create ripple effects of calm and insight throughout your life. Samyama is more than a meditation. It's an inner journey to mastery. As you cultivate the power to integrate your mind, heart, and spirit into one flowing stream, you step into a space of true freedom and joy. Remember, the journey of samyama begins with a single moment of sincere attention. Allow yourself to be present, be patient, and trust that with time, the doors to your inner universe will open. If this message resonates with you, take a deep breath and silently affirm your intention to explore the depths of your own consciousness. And if you wish to dive deeper into the world of meditation and yogic wisdom, consider subscribing for more insights like this.